93.5, 104.7 FM, Pirate Radio. I'm your cruise director, Sue, stopping down for just a sec because got some guests on board. I've got one in the studio who, by the way, has a really great name. Her name is Sue. And we also have a guest on the phone. Her name is Allie. Hello, Allie.
Hi there.
Glad to have both of you here. They're both from Senior Access Points. And we're going to talk about what you guys offer and how people can get a hold of you and get some great information locally to help you out.
Yeah, well, Senior Access Points is a Larimer County coalition. We are really here to support older adults and caregivers by connecting them with aging-related resources.
Okay.
Our collaboration consists of Larimer County Extension, the Partnership for Age-Friendly Communities, the Larimer County Office on Aging, and CSU's Human Development and Family Studies Department. And we've been working together for a couple of years to really organize an amazing website for our community. It's a very community-driven website. It is larimerseniors.org. We try to make sure that people don't run into a crisis and then start looking for resources. We're out there educating the community about what resources are out there for themselves, for their loved ones, for their friends, for their neighbors before a crisis hits, because we're all aging and we all need to know what's available and accessible to us. And now we have a whole nother situation called COVID that adds another layer of stress.
Sure.
And we want to kind of help decrease that stress a little bit by just having people know we're here, having people know about this website. And we direct people to the Larimer County Office on Aging because they have options counseling services that are free and available and ready for anyone who needs to pick up the phone. And I'll give you a little teaser. That phone number is 970-498-7740.
Now, Allie's on the phone with us, and she's got information about some of the new stuff that's a part of the Senior Access Points. So, Allie, why don't you fill us in a little bit on some of the new things that are available to folks locally?
Yes, absolutely. Well, thanks so much for having us on. We love to talk about Senior Access Points, and we're really excited about it. So we know that people like to find information in their own way. Some people like to call the number that Sue just gave and have somebody kind of talk through some options, maybe worried about living at home any longer safely and wondering what the next steps might be, even if it's really scary to think about. And sometimes it's helpful to have a person talk through that. So that's what that phone number is for. There's also a ton of information on the website in case people like to poke around themselves and do a little bit of their own reading and finding things. So we update our website constantly. There's always new information and articles. So sometimes it is featured on the homepage. There are these sliders. So there's a photo when you get to the homepage, and there's several of them that cycle through, and you can click on one of those to see what is new. And so, for instance, we list the grocery store hours on there that are dedicated to seniors, and those are at higher risk for COVID.
Right.
And those are always changing as our situation here in town is changing. So we try and keep up with those. I'm coming at this from the research side. I am an assistant professor at CSU in Human Development and Family Studies, and I study aging. And so I won't get too researchy on you, but what we know from research is that a lot of times people do wait for a crisis to hit. A lot of people just don't prepare for aging and don't want to think about it or plan for it, or maybe think they can't.
Right.
And so what we wanted to change is to have people just kind of know that there are a lot of community resources out there and to be aware of some of them. Who knows what they might need at some point. We have these different topic areas. So there's 9 different topic areas. And I was just going to talk a little bit about one that's called Care for the Caregiver. So when you get to the website and scroll down, there's a whole section on caregiver resources that points people to some really great things. There's videos of local people here in our community talking about how they've navigated things with their parents. And there's also some links to blogs and articles and resource guides that can be really helpful to look at. And so one thing that I thought I would point out is a resource guide that goes to the AARP that links to a guide that they actually host. And there are a ton of different checklists that are on here that help families communicate and get all the information together, right? So, and people can do this ahead of time to prepare. So maybe filling out a medication chart or a health checklist or a just a general checklist to walk through and think about safety and things like that. And so if family members can all do this ahead of time and be on the same page, then that can really help in if a situation does happen.
So thanks for all the work that you and both Sue do and the rest of the folks over at Senior Access Points and all the other groups that are involved in this for keeping this up to date and really caring about quite a large section of the population. We sure appreciate that.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to look for help. If it is easier for you to have one of your kids, a friend, do this research for you, please know about this website. Please know we're here to provide this information to you. It's LarimerSeniors.org. And always there is an option to make a phone call to the Larimer County Office on Aging. That's 970-498-7740. We are interested in hearing from you. If you see anything that you would like to see on this website, or if there are questions that just are not answered with this information, we welcome you to email us at senioraccesspoints@gmail.com. And just know we're going to keep this website going. We're going to keep it up to date, and we're going to make sure that you have the information you need for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and for your neighbors.
Allie on the phone and the other Sue in person. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. You guys are welcome back anytime you have anything going on, okay? Don't be shy. Just like we want people to get to your website. Don't be shy. All right. 93.5, 104.7 FM. Pirate Radio got more great music on the way, plus Rand.